We now discuss the solution of a problem from the section Statistics and Probability, and the problem is on conditional probability. The, this question has appeared in the Joint Entrance Examination Main held on 25th June 2022 in the first shift. The given question is, let E1 and E2 be two events such that the conditional probabilities P of E1 given E2 is 1 by 2, probability of E2 given E1 is equal to 3 by 4, and probability of E1 intersection E2 is 1 by 8. Then we are given four options. Option A, probability of E1 intersection E2 is equal to probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. Option B, probability of E1 prime intersection E2 prime, that is E1 complement intersection E2 complement, is equal to probability of E1 complement multiplied by probability of E2. Option C, probability of E1 intersection E2 complement is equal to probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. Option D, probability of E1 complement intersection E2 is equal to probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. So we are given two events E1 and E2. Their conditional probabilities are given. Probability of E1 given E2 is 1 by 2. Probability of E2 given E1 is equal to 3 by 4. And probability of E1 intersection E2 is 1 by 8. Then which of the following is true? And we are given four options. We now discuss the solution of the problem in detail, and that is our given question. We are given two events E1 and E2, and their conditional probabilities are probability of E1 given E2 is 1 by 2, probability of E2 given E1 is equal to 3 by 4, and probability of their intersection E1 intersection E2 is 1 by 8. Now let's first of all take the probability of E1 given E2, and we know probability of E1 given E2, the formula is probability of E1 intersection E2 by probability of E2. So probability of E1 given E2 is 1 by 2. That implies 1 by 2 is equal to probability of E1 given E2. The formula is probability of E1 intersection E2 by probability of E2. And probability of E1 intersection E2 is given to be 1 by 8. And probability of E2 we do not know. That we will now find it. And from this we obtain probability of E2 is equal to 1 by 8 by 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4. And from the second one, the probability of E2 given E1, we will find probability of E1 like this. So probability of E2 given E1 is given to be 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 is equal to probability of E2 given E1. The formula is probability of E2 intersection E1 by probability of E1. That's equal to probability of E2 intersection E1 is 1 by 8 by probability of E1. Though from this we'll get probability of E1 is 1 by 6. Thus we got probability of E1 and probability of E2. And now we will go to the options and verify which one is true. So we continue in the next slide. These are the probability. Probability of E1 is 1 by 6. Probability of E2 is 1 by 4. Probability of E1 intersection E2 is 1 by 8. These are the required things for us now. Option A. Probability of E1 intersection E2 is probability of E1 into probability of E2. Is this statement correct? So let's verify. probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. Probability of E1 is 1 by 6, probability of E2 is 1 by 4 multiplied by 1 by 24, which is not equal to 1 by 8, that is probability of E1 intersection E2. So they are not equal. Therefore, our option A is not true. Let's go to the option B. Option B, probability of E1 complement intersection E2 complement is equal to probability of E1 complement multiplied by probability of E2. Is it true? So let's verify. Probability of E1 complement intersection E2 complement is equal to probability of E1 union E2 whole complement. This is De Morgan's law in set theory. So the probability of E1 union E2 complement, that is equal to 1 minus probability of E1 union E2. So that is equal to 1 minus probability of E1 union E2 is the addition theorem we will use. That is, in brackets we write probability of E1 plus probability of E2 minus probability of E1 intersection E2. All the quantities are all P of E1, P of E2, P of E1 intersection E2, all of them are known. So just substitute. So that is equal to 1 minus, in brackets, 1 by 6, 1 by 4, minus 1 by 8. And take the LCM, 1 minus 7 by 24, subtract, we'll get 17 by 24. Now, what is probability of E1 prime multiplied by probability of E2? That we will write. Probability of E1 prime is 1 minus probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. That is 1 minus probability of E1 is 1 by 6. 1 minus 1 by 6 is 5 by 6. Probability of E2 is 1 by 4. When multiplied by 5 by 24, this is not equal to 17 by 24. Therefore, option B is also not true. We continue in the next slide. Now, probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2 is 1 by 24, because 1 by 6 into 1 by 4, 1 by 24, that is required here. So let's go to the option C. Probability of E1 intersection E2 complement is equal to probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. So let's look at the Venn diagram. That's the universal set, and the E1, E2, E1 intersection E2. Agreed. Now what do you want? What do you want? We want the next one is E1 intersection E2 complement. This portion, that is the gray colored but not the blue. So E1 intersection E2 complement, the gray but not blue. So that is the one. That means E1 but not E1 intersection E2. So probability of E1 intersection E2 prime is equal to probability of E1 minus probability of E1 intersection E2. E1 but not E1 intersection E2. So probability of E1 is 1 by 6. Probability of E1 intersection E2 is 1 by 8. Yes, and take the LCM, right? And simplify, we'll get 1 by 24. And that is equal to probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. This is 1 by 24. So they are equal. So the option C is true. Let's also see option D. Option D, probability of E1 prime intersection E2 is equal to probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. Let's go to the Venn diagram again. And this is E1 prime intersection E2 prime. That is the yellow but not the blue. That is E2 but not E1 intersection E2. So that is equal to probability of E1 prime intersection E2 is equal to probability of E2 minus probability of E1 intersection E2. So that is equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 by 8, and this is 1 by 8, right? And which is not equal to probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2. Probability of E1 multiplied by probability of E2 is 1 by 24. This is 1 by 8. So it's not equal. Therefore, the option D is not true. Thus, the correct answer for this is option C. So the option C, the statement given in option C is only true. So the answer for this question is option C. I am sure that you have understood the solution of this problem, and it is relatively an easy problem, and concentrate on probability because questions are of easy in nature from probability. Therefore, concentrate. I wish you all the best. Thank you.